want to dive into hot topics. So the FBI seized more than 11,000 documents from Mar-a-Lago.
Wait, just 11,000?
It's 11,000
like not
that
one.
we know of right now.
Yeah, 11,000.
325 of the documents retrieved since Trump left office were marked classified. There were also 40-some-odd folders that were empty. They were also marked classified. What was your hot take?
Well, look, I mean, I think this should be taken really seriously.
Yeah.
And it's not a joking matter.
And it shouldn't be partisan.
No.
And it shouldn't be partisan.
No.
It should concern every American because those documents and the empty folders, as they were marked, suggest that there was really important secret information that is essential to our country's defense and security.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, you guys know the drill. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. More importantly, even if you think you're subscribed, double check it and ring the notifications bell right next to that subscribe button so that you're notified every time I drop a video. All right, I could not believe what I saw the other day, okay? The other day, Hilary Clinton was on The View. Now, you guys know I love to go in on The View, and unfortunately, I'm not going to show the cut from The View because every time I show something from The View, my video gets shot down or striked or demonetized, and I'm just not going to do it. So I'll put a link to it for you guys below so you guys can watch the train wreck of an interview that I saw, and I couldn't believe that this woman had the audacity to sit up and say what she said, and these hags on The View were sitting there like, yes, yeah, like they just eat it up, okay? They eat it up. Anyways, let me just tell you. So she was on The View Wednesday to promote her new Apple TV show called GUTSY. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I went in on this show. I posted a clip from what it is, and it's basically that, you know, her and Chelsea, like Thelma and Louise style, driving across the country to interview gutsy women. But you know what? They're not all gutsy women. They're not interviewing, you know, the Candace Owens and the Carol Swains of the world. You know, they're only interviewing gutsy women that fit their little agenda, right? But anyways, it looks like audiences that have seen, I think, clips of this or that they have tested it in front of were not really impressed with it, and it hasn't been, you know, faring very well with them. So, of course, they took them on The View because they got to do a press circuit and talk about it. So, during the show, Clinton was asked about the recent raid on Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago property, with the former First Lady saying it was terrifying to learn that the ex-president was in possession of documents about a foreign nation's nuclear capabilities. I wonder if she was just as terrified when she was running that secret server in her basement, okay? And if she was just as terrified because of that when the names and information of spies that give their life for this country was compromised and some of them were killed. Was she just as terrified when she did the same thing? Now, I don't think that President Trump has done anything wrong. Do I believe that he had documents that maybe he didn't go through the right process to declassify? That I don't know. It's very possible. But I will tell you that nothing he supposedly had in Mar-a-Lago has leaked out, to my knowledge, or compromised the safety of this country, okay? She goes on to say, I think this should be taken very seriously. It's not a laughing matter, she told The View, before refusing to reveal whether she thinks Trump will be indicted. When they asked her that question, she was like, well, you know, I've been very harshly criticized over the past few years, so I'm not one to, you know, say whether or not he should be indicted, okay? But she did urge right-wing voters to reject her presidential competitor, saying they need to reconstitute the Republican Party to where it used to be and not the party of Trump, which I think is very dangerous to this country. No, Hillary, you think it's very dangerous to the agenda that we have now all caught on to, that you guys are trying to push. And that old Republican Party, those people have been primaried out, and we're working on more, okay? So don't get it twisted. There's a new Republican Party, hopefully, coming very soon. And the MAGA party and Trump is not what's dangerous to this country. The crazy, wild leftist policies that are destroying our children, that are destroying homes, that are killing people's pocketbooks, are destroying this country. Don't get it twisted. Meanwhile, Chelsea chimed in claiming that Trump has mainlined hate. Trump has mainlined hate, okay? Didn't we just see a speech from Biden looking like he was on like a death starship with red lights behind him, Marines in the dark?
The MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They're MAGA Republicans. Extreme MAGA Republicans. MAGA Republicans have extreme MAGA ideology. MAGA Republicans. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards. The MAGA Republicans believe that for them to succeed, everyone else has to fail. MAGA Republicans look at America and see carnage and darkness and despair.
Talking only about President Trump, spoke nothing about what he's done to make this country better, to build back better, as he said. He didn't talk about any of that. No, all he could talk about was why we should hate Trump and fear the MAGA people. The pair were asked a series of softball questions during the on-air interview on Wednesday morning. Some armchair critics were puzzled by the fixation on the former president, with one snipping, "It is hot topics or Trump topics." It's always Trump topics. These people live Trump lives rent-free in their house, and in their minds, sorry. He lives rent-free in their minds 24/7. All they talk about is him. He hasn't been president for 2 years, and all they can do is continue to blame him, okay? Down a shot every time they say Trump. That's what somebody else said. Others hit out at the View co-host for refusing to bring up Clinton's decision to use a private email server while she was Secretary of State. Like, that's not even a claim anymore. Like, that was actually proven. Like, it's not like, so why they didn't bring that fact up is ludicrous. And the fact that I'm glad that people were catching on to that. In fact, I took a little gander at the comments on that video in the View, and I'll link it below, and you guys go through the comments, because man, they were eating her alive, okay? Somebody said, this woman is the last person that should be talking about classified documents. Exactly. But she does it. She does it with a straight ass face. And you know what, you guys? This is why they beat us all the time, because they do this. They act like nothing is wrong. They will flat out lie. They will do whatever it takes, okay? Forget about the proof. Forget about the video evidence. Forget about the people that have testified. Nope, they are one-track mind on their agenda, okay? The Republicans, the conservatives, we're constantly worried about doing the right thing, and we don't want to hurt people's feelings, and we don't want to offend anybody. I know you guys, because some of you guys are like, well, I love President Trump, but you know, if he would just not tweet the way he tweets and just not say the things he says. Do y'all not realize, like, he used to be a Democrat. So he's operating kind of like a Democrat and a conservative. It's like the best of both worlds, right? He's savage like a Democrat, and he's smart and godly like a conservative, somewhat. You know, he's like us. He's not perfect, okay? He does some stuff that's a little questionable, but nothing that I'm concerned about. I don't care, like, about, you know, how his marriage is and all this stuff. He's a great businessman. He's run this country great. At no time during the entire segment did the hypocrites at The View, including the so-called Republican Alyssa Farah, she was one of the ones that was co-hosting, confront Hillary about her lying about the classified documents on her illegal secret server and destruction of her hard drive and phones. However, I was watching her body language and she was just kind of like head down, like, oh shit, like people are going to expect me to say something about this and I just can't say anything about it because these hoes are going to come for me if I open my mouth, because they do it every time. If you ever see a Republican or a conservative on The View, it doesn't matter if she's black, if she's white, if she's Hispanic, if you speak out against these hoes, they will attack you, okay? And if you're not a strong woman, like somebody like Candace Owens that can fight back, okay, you're done. Meanwhile, the co-hosts cooed over Clinton's new Apple series GUTSY, in which she and Chelsea interview famous women, including Kim Kardashian. The host described the show as so good and incredible. However, the View viewers hit back, claiming they couldn't afford a subscription to Apple to watch the show, while another raged, Hillary's just trying to stay relevant and dragging her silver spoon adult baby around for media attention so they can have her run for office, like mommy did. Sick of seeing these people. Fun fact, 1996 was the last time she actually drove her own car. So out of touch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Definitely check on the interview that is going to be linked below so you guys can watch it. You're just going to be like jaw on the floor the entire time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like this video, make sure to share this video, and make sure to come back for another one. Thank you guys so much and have a good one. Bye-bye.